Hello once again, and now it's time for Health Club. Our Health Club is brought to you by Lipton Tea, inspiration flowing from nature. And this morning we're talking about skin tags. Now, skin tags can take the statistics available are not very comprehensive. However, people in Ghana actually do suffer from skin tags as well. They can appear on any part of the body, especially on parts of the body where the skin rub together. Now, we do have an in-house doctor who's going to shed some more light on this particular topic, but we'll do that straight after this video.
Health Club is brought to you by Lipton Tea, still the world's #1 tea brand, and Baltic Natural Mineral Water.
Skin tag is a small tag of skin which may have stalk, very common but harmless. Small soft skin growths which look like a small piece of soft hanging skin. In most cases, a skin tag is painless and does not grow or change. It can appear on any part or surface of a body, but most typically exists in areas where skin may rub against skin, such as the eyelids, armpits, and under the breasts. Invariably non-cancerous as skin tags may seem, it may come with some discomfort. Skin tags can range in diameter from 2 millimeters to 1 centimeter. Some may even reach 5 centimeters. As skin tags more commonly occur in skin creases or fold, it is believed they are mainly caused by skin rubbing against skin.
So the Health Club is brought to you by Lipton Tea, inspiration flowing from nature. And our studio guest this morning is Dr. Andre Kwesikuma. He is the medical director of Eden Family Hospital. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
How are you doing too?
Oh, fine. Thank you very much. Now, we're talking about skin tags this morning, and we saw the video. We have heard that they can variably occur almost anywhere around the body. What causes skin tags?
Well, the cause is not clearly defined. We know that some families have genetic predisposition to it, and it's also be associated with people who are obese.
Okay.
And usually may start in, let's say, middle age, from 40s going. It's more common in that age group.
Okay.
And the people who are prone to diabetes, maybe high sugar levels, tend to have it.
All right.
All these are risk factors, but there's no defined cause of this is what causes skin tag. It's also believed that where there's friction at that part of the body, it could then predispose the person to getting skin tags.
Okay.
So maybe at the eyelids where there's constant closing of the eyelid, or around the neck where there are folds, or under the breast, or the armpit, the groin area. They are rare on the limbs, on the legs and the hands. They are rare there because you don't have skin rubbing against skin there. Also, people, when they wear jewelry or leather or thing around the neck, etc., or around the waist, it could also rub on the skin and then predispose to that as well.
All right. Is it tumorous in any way? Can it be cancerous?
Well, technically, it is a tumor because it's a skin tumor, technically. But tumors, we have the benign ones, that's a harmless one, and then the harmful ones.
Yes. The
cancerous ones are the harmful ones that can spread, go to other parts of the body, and then eventually may kill the patient if there's no treatment. So these ones are the benign ones, or harmless tumors, we could say. So it's a harmless skin tumor.
Okay. Are they contagious in any way?
No, they are not. Years ago, they were suspected to be contagious, but research has shown that it's not contagious. Rather, as I said earlier, there may be a family disposition.
Okay.
So if 2 or 3 people are having it in the same family, it's not because one is passing it on to the other, but it's because there's maybe a genetic link that makes it more common in that family.
Okay, but I mean, considering that you were saying it's skin rubbing against skin, potentially, I mean, let's just say an athlete who does, you know, a contact sport, wouldn't it be? I mean, if they were rubbing against somebody else, could not the other person get that?
No, not that. If the same part of the body is rubbing the same person's skin, skin, the friction on the skin is what may predispose to the skin tag of that person, but not to another person.
All right. How are skin tags treated then?
There are various ways to treat it. I mean, basically it's a surgical treatment, which means that's a physical treatment, not using drugs or creams, etc. So doctors have many ways of treating. You can either cut it off, or if it usually has what you call a peduncle, it hangs.
Yes.
So you can tie the under of it, the hanging part. Therefore, it cut off blood supply to the tag itself. Therefore, it will fall off and die. You can also freeze it. There's what we call liquid nitrogen to freeze it and then take it off, or what we call electrocautery is like burning it off. There's an instrument doctors use, has some kind of flame at the end, electric in nature, and then to burn it off. So these are various ways that can be.
So for instance, then let's just say I have skin tags around my neck area, and I shave. And let's just say I shave and I manage to take 1 or 2 of them off. Is that going to be harmful to me anymore? Or will, let's say, 2 more grow in their place? I don't know. What will happen?
Okay, no, skin tags don't grow. They don't grow. If it grows a lot, that means that the predisposition is there already, not because you're shaving it off.
Right.
If accidentally shave it off and there's no excess bleeding, then that's okay. Nothing's going to happen.
Okay, fine.
It will just be a small scar that will heal on its own.
Okay.
So that's one way we remove it, just by simply cutting it off. So by shaving it off is another way of treating it.
Okay. Can they cause other skin problems, other issues?
No. You see, in medicine we never say never, because we say that it doesn't usually lead to cancer. That has no complication, but we try to use the word that rarely does. So rarely, I mean, doctors will not be worried if they see skin tags that may lead to a cancer. However, if it's not very clear, I mean, skin tag, we know it has a characteristic look. If it's looking reddish or is growing abnormally, then there's maybe a suspicion.
So in that regard, what would you do? Send it for biopsy?
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yeah. When you cut it, you just throw it away. But if it's unusual, you want to study what is on, so you send it to a laboratory. They look at it, and if it's something suspicious, then further treatment is given.
Okay.
If it's benign, harmless, then that's the end of it. Yeah.
Okay. And we mentioned that you can get skin tags almost everywhere. We mentioned around the groin area. Is it possible to get it around, I mean, on the scrotum and the vaginal area as well?
Usually the wet areas like the vagina area or the mouth, what you call the wet mucous area, or around the nose, it doesn't grow there.
Okay.
There may be other skin growths that are there around the vagina area and so on, and there may be warts.
Right.
They may look similar to skin tags, and then of course you need an experienced eye to look at both. What happens is that the warts are flatter. They are more embedded on the skin and flat.
Okay.
Skin tags tend to hang. So that's a direct differentiation between the two. If one may mistake one for the other, but if it happens around the vagina, it may not be skin tag, it may be warts that happen. Yeah.
Okay. And sorry. Yes, so now we were talking about the color of the skin tags. We saw the video, and for instance, there was a fair-skinned lady who had very dark, almost looked like freckles, skin tags on her skin, and other people would have lighter ones. What's the difference between the coloring of the skin tags?
What we saw earlier, the one that had those dark spots on the cheek, they're actually liver spots.
Those are liver spots.
Liver
spots,
so not skin tags. Yeah, right. They're also growths that happen on the skin. Technically, those are liver spots. Skin tags tend to hang.
Okay.
And they are different. Some may be flesh colored, some may be dark colored. So they come in different forms.
So it will depend on the person themselves.
Yes, depend. I mean, lighter skin people have it flesh colored. Darker skin people like us will have it more dark colored. But if the color is uncharacteristic or is changing or is growing abnormally, then the doctor needs to be suspicious that it may not be a normal skin tag. It may be something else. Yeah.
Okay. Is treatment expensive?
No, it's not. I mean, it depends on where you go. It's usually not expensive. It's something that can be done in a day if it's a mild one. For example, it can even be done at home.
Right.
Like if you can tie the under of the skin tag, then cut off blood supply, it will fall off.
Okay.
So a doctor can use an instrument to take it off from the clinic. You just walk in, walk out. So usually not an expensive one. If it's large and it's an area where it's sensitive, maybe for cosmetic reasons, then you need a specialist surgeon to get into it and do it more carefully.
Okay.
So then that becomes a more specialized surgery, not a simple one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that you said, the skin tags will have to be removed in some form or manner. So there's no cream or lotion that will get rid of skin tags.
No, there's no.
Okay.
There are other skin conditions as cream and lotions
Will help with
but not
tags.
skin tags.
Okay.
Usually it is removed physically.
All right. I want to thank you, Doc, for coming in and educating us about skin tags.